So what's up everybody? This is going to be an interesting One Piece theory. I think we're going to have the Ragnarok happen in One Piece. The reason why I say this is because of giants have been a continuous thing in One Piece. We've seen giants in the very beginning of the series. We're seeing giants now. Now that the series is going towards its climax, we also have another possible island that is 𝙬𝚘𝚝 that has to do with more Norse related lore to it. Plus there's a Loki in One Piece. So let's get into this interesting One Piece theory with Ragnarok being around the corner. First of all, if you like anime, manga reviews, discussions, spoilers, and theories, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, like the video. This is my second channel, so if you want to see Black Clover content, check out my main channel. I will start doing boards with videos on this channel coming up soon. Watch out for the Patreon and Discord. So this is something I was thinking about recently. Big Mom wanted to do a wedding with one of her children to a giant. It looks like giants have an importance in the One Piece world. I think giants and 𝙬𝚘𝚝, once we eventually go there, are going to be the 𝙬𝚘 in Norse mythology. So bear with. 𝙬𝚘s, a lot of times are called as giants, are basically the opposite force of the Norse gods. In One Piece, the celestial dragons kind of consider themselves as gods. They even have like a spacesuit basically, so they can breathe their perfect air or whatever because they're so arrogant. They don't want to share air with other people. So in the name of celestial dragons, there's celestial in it. Celestial usually has to do with celestial beings, heaven, divinity, divine beings, which has to do with gods in a sense. We know that the celestial dragons have been oppressing the people throughout the One Piece world. So there's a possibility that One Piece will have Ragnarok in it, and instead of having the Norse gods, it'll be the celestial dragons, because we know there's going to be a war between the Straw Hats versus basically the world government and the nobles and the celestial dragons. So instead of the Norse gods fighting 𝙬𝚘, it will be the giants from 𝙬𝚘𝚝 helping Luffy and the Straw Hats fight the world government, and this could cause this big war that we all know it's going to happen in the One Piece world. So I definitely think 𝙬𝚘𝚝 has an important role to this last war arc that we're going to get. And if you think about it, 𝙬𝚘𝚝 most likely has a rogue poneglyph there. Let me know if it's been already explained in the story that there is one there, but you can just assume that 𝙬𝚝𝚝 has a rogue poneglyph. There's a Loki in One Piece. We only saw like a shadow of this Loki, but the fact that there's a Loki in One Piece and Loki is one of the catalysts to Ragnarok, you can assume that this Loki character is going to be very important in the future. And now that Luffy can basically turn himself into a giant with his new awakened power, Luffy is most likely going to be on the side of the 𝙬𝚘. And because Loki is technically a god and also a 𝙬𝚘 at the same time, I think Loki and Luffy are going to be big catalysts towards this war that we're going to get. And Loki could most likely help out Luffy in one way or another. So of course, the current cast are going to be against the world government. We know the Straw Hats, we know the Straw Hats Grand Fleet, and any future alliance that Luffy makes, they're going to be against the gods. The 𝙬𝚘 is basically against the celestial dragons and the world government. So the 𝙬𝚘 could possibly have ties to Norse mythology's version of 𝙬𝚘s. They could have a connection where maybe the 𝙬𝚘, people who have connection to this, who have basically connections to the ancient kingdom in a way, that ancient kingdom could be related to 𝙬𝚝𝚝 and Norse mythologies. I'm not saying that the missing kingdom is 𝙬𝚝𝚝, obviously, because 𝙬𝚝𝚝 has been shown, but there's definitely a connection between 𝙬𝚝𝚝 and this missing kingdom or the lost century. You know, it would make sense why Big Mom wanted to marry off her daughter to the giants, because the giant race in One Piece have a tie to the One Piece and 𝙬𝚝𝚝. So hopefully that makes sense. Shanks is going to be a major part in that arc. The reason why I say that is because Shanks has red hair. Vikings, on the contrary, actually a lot of the gods in Norse mythology had red hair. So even though it's a lot of times have been predicted with blonde hair, Thor, he actually had red hair. So to me, it's very interesting as to what will happen with One Piece moving forward, because the giants have an important role with 𝙬𝚝𝚝, with 𝙬𝚝𝚝 in the One Piece. And also in certain theories, they have been said that the gods in mythology came from another world. We see the celestial dragons in somewhat suits that kind of look like spacesuits. So there might be a reference there. We know that they're not Lunarians because they don't look like Lunarians. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video. Do you think that One Piece will have a Ragnarok? Do you think the giants have something to do with the 𝙬𝚘? Like if you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.